The game that I'm going to review today is called Vlogger Go Viral. It is a clicker game, and it is made by the company Taps, who makes a lot of different clicker games. Now, I personally am not a fan of clicker games. I figured that something along this genre for me, as far as this game itself, might kind of alleviate some of my issues that I have with clicker games overall. So we'll see what my experience is with this game. For Vlogger Go Viral, I have played this off and on for a couple of days now, and through that I've kind of gotten a pretty good idea on how it works, how it operates, etc., etc. And the premise of the game is you are basically trying to become a YouTube star and making your videos go viral, so to speak. And one of the things you do is do different updates and stuff in your room. As you can see, I've got quite a few different things in. Of course, while I was away, I got all these different items. Actually, you know what? Let's turn on some of the sounds here. I typically do not play a lot of my games with the sounds turned on, just mostly because I find a lot very annoying and very obtrusive. There's some games that have some pretty good soundtracks, or is necessary to hear sound, but this is not one of them. So okay, so I finished an episode here, so I'll go ahead and publish it, which it comes up here, and the trendiness of this video is basically 7%. We got a decent amount that's there, and of course you increase your mastery of the different skills as you go up, to which now we will, oh yay, I got some extra prestige, that's always good. Okay, one thing that I have noticed on this particular game is I have had some lagginess go on, and I've got a decent phone. It's not a top of the line phone now, but it holds its own still. It is a Droid Turbo. So when you're in here, you go in, and this is basically where you reply to your comments, and you will put thumbs up on the ones that are green. And then when we come across one that's red, you hit the no button. See right there. We'll go ahead and hit the no. Now I've hit enough there that we did get a little bit of income for doing that. And people basically put on different comments as you pay attention to them. I've seen some cats and some dogs, and you kind of get a feel for what different people are talking about, so you know kind of what your next video should be about. I've seen a lot of dogs. I've seen a fair amount of the little cakes, and I don't remember what that is off the top of my head. But you know what? I think the next one that I'm going to do is going to be about dogs. Okay, so the cake is food. Okay. And then you'll get different things here that kind of help you out there. And of course, like any of the other ones, you can basically double this item or whatever if you watch an ad. In this case, I'm just going to accept the money that's there. Now, the clicker part of this, basically you just click anywhere on the screen, and this helps basically eat up some of the extra time. So it doesn't take a full hour like it showed on there when I started for you to create this particular episode. And you can just basically just click around and all that kind of stuff comes out. Now, coffee is cool. Coffee comes across the screen, and it kind of sets you on fire, and oh my goodness, you're so productive, so I'll just kind of tap as many times as I can. And as you get your coffee and stuff, it'll double your production, and you can, click on the screen to get a lot more. Now click over here, I can afford some different things now because I've got so much money. And this right here is one of the chief problems that you run into on pretty much all clicker games, is there's constant ads that pop up on top of the screen. And it wouldn't be so bad for having just like, oh, watch this ad and get this. Or here's your reward, you can watch an ad and double your reward or something. And most games have to monetize somehow with advertising, and it's just the way that it is. The problem is a lot of this stuff where it won't let you continue until you click X, or sometimes you've got a quick little video or something that needs to pop up, and it pops up across the screen, and you can't do anything until it's over. And it really is annoying, especially when you're trying to get something done very, very quickly. But basically, in this sense here, yeah, let's go ahead and buy that, since I can afford it. And now I'm getting 360,000 views per second. Now, if I remember right, the views, there's more coffee, the views themselves, I believe it's like 2 little coins that you get per view. So it's basically 2 coins per second per view. And in this, I'm getting 1.4 million views per second, which roughly translates into 2.8 million coins per second. And I think it's, yeah, so it pops up there. You can kind of see it above the computer screen every second, letting you know that you've got this. Now we're maxed out on comments again, so we'll go in there. Overall, it's an interesting game. It's somewhat of a passive game, so it's definitely not something that you have to constantly be button mashing to do. The timers and stuff, you can go ahead and get out of the game, and the timers will continue. So you can just let it cook for an hour if you want to, and then come back to it later. One of the big things with constantly being involved in the game is basically getting your different things like this, where you can get more money for doing these activities, and there's other things that go on. So getting one game console, down here in the lower right hand corner, there's the goals and stuff that it kind of sets you out through the game, mostly to give you something to constantly try and achieve for. In this case, we're going to go into studio equipment. See, there's another ad. Thankfully, I don't have a fun little video ad that's popped up on us yet. And I can't seem to scroll quite yet. That's another thing. For whatever reason on my phone, whenever these ads come on, it takes a while for the rest of the game to basically catch up. And now I can finally scroll. Okay, so the game console cost $2.5 billion, and I've got $1.7 billion, so I probably shouldn't have bought that last item, but let's do this. Let's get some more coffee, get this thing going further. Overall, not a bad game. Personally, I'm pretty much ready to give it up. Okay, double the value of your taps for 2 minutes. In which case, I'm going to click the free button because I want to double this, which I believe will either triple or quadruple it. I can't remember how it exactly works on this. Also, I don't understand the whole point of advertising other games while playing their games and back and forth. And to me, it's kind of humorous that it's like, oh, let's pull off your crowd over here and get them to go play this other game. And just, I don't know. For some reason, for me, it just is weird in my head. Yay, okay. I got my 2 times. And now you see when I click, I mean, it's putting all kinds of little balls up into my time. And here, eventually, when I get all the way up, if I can do this fast enough, I might even be able to get this done on screen. Should be a switch. Ooh, coffee. Which will even further give me more on top of that. And I'm just chopping this time down as we go. Down to 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Alright, so we'll hit publish. Okay, so it's got 30% for its traininess, so I did get a decent bonus out of that. More importantly, I have enough money that I can go buy that game console and get the reward out of that, which isn't that much of a reward, but nevertheless. Come on. Oh, another ad. So overall it's okay. If they could get some of the lagginess issues and stuff of the game to fix those issues, it would be okay. But again, it's not something that I am going to spend a huge amount of time on, just because it's not my cup of tea as far as games go. I like tycoon games and simulation games in general and stuff, but I really have a heart for tycoon games themselves. I'll click on task completed. Yay, I got some money off of it. Respond to 30 comments correctly. Those are pretty easy to do. But, long story short, that's the game. That's how it works. Like I said, this might be something that you guys are interested in. But as far as me, I'm pretty much over it. It's been okay. It's been kind of a fun game to mess around with, but it's just not my style. Try and get through these here real quick. There we go. Okay. So we got 4 comments left to basically grab, but yeah. Anyway, it's been fun. It's I like doing these kinds of things and have you guys see them. If you have any comments about this, have any recommendations for other games to try, please post in the comments and let me know what you think. If you like this, if you don't like this, anything along those. Just let me know what you think. I'll try and respond back as best I can. And hopefully we can keep doing some stuff and maybe have some more fun along the way. Thanks for watching.